everybody, this is Mark the Game Shark here with another video response video. And this time it's going to be from KITT171 with his 5 more random gaming questions again. Oh man, that's a mouthful. So yeah, he did this video a while back, I think it was like 3 weeks ago, and I'm just getting around to doing a video response. Obviously I'm in my car, I'm driving to work. I mean, what more do you want? What else am I going to do with an hour drive to work? Might as well make a video response video, am I right? I think that's like the best thing to do, I think. So yeah, so without further ado, let's get started. So the first question here is, what canceled, unreleased console or handheld do you wish had come out? For me, I was looking at a bunch of them. There's a bunch that I never even heard of when I was like checking it out, like doing research on this video last night. But I still stuck with what I initially wanted, and that is the Sega VR that was supposed to come out in 1993. I think that would be a fantastic device or peripheral to come out for Sega, but it's unfortunate it didn't come out. I think it was Wrestling with Gaming. I believe he did a documentary on that. I think it was just maybe VR in general. It's been a while, but yeah, I think it was actually a decent unit, to be honest. It's just a damn shame that it never came out. And that was when, like, I think VR just started coming out. I think with maybe Tron or whatever, those sci-fi movies that were coming out by the time. And I remember around that time they actually had a VR unit. I don't know if you guys remember. It was like this huge stand, and it was like a circle, and you just went in the circle, and you had this VR thing that you put on. I remember seeing it at the Boardwalk in Wildwood one time, and yeah, I wanted to try it, but I was little at the time, and they wanted I think $20 to play. And it's cool. You could see the screen. They had the screen to show the other players, and it was it's a weird it was like a polygonal first-person shooter they were playing. So it was kind of neat, especially around that time in the early 90s. The second question here is, oh my god, I can't even read my own handwriting. I need to put them on print these out instead of on these little notepads fitting all the words in. Do you prefer to play and listen to your own music when playing games, and what are some? I used to do that actually. When I lived with my parents, I used to play the Miss Pac-Man plug and play, and I would play Galaga or Grievous or whatever, and Mappy. And Pole Position. I used to play all those games, and I would listen to Korn at the same time. Nowadays, not so much. I mean, I might get back into it. I mean, I have these brand new earbuds now, so I could listen to whatever I want on my Amazon Music that I purchased. But if I do it, it would definitely be a game that's mindless, mostly say any Atari game, or any game that you really don't have to pay attention to the story for, any shooters would be good. But yeah, if I ever do, that's what I would probably be listening to background music, my own music with. And the music I would usually play is maybe something heavy metal, or Korn, or hard rock, or whatever, maybe Led Zeppelin or something like that. Where's the next one? Alright, 3's over here, okay. What is your least favorite generation of games? For me, it has to be the first generation, because I was looking, I don't know if it was right or not, but the first generation, when I looked at it, it was only the Odyssey 1, and maybe the Pong clones, all the Pong and clone systems they came out with. But yeah, I think they surprisingly, Atari 2600 and all that, that's actually in the second generation, apparently. So I would say the first generation, even though you have to appreciate it. Without it, we won't have video games like we do today. And let me tell you something, when I get home from work, I'm definitely not raving to play my Odyssey on my 65-inch 4K television, let me tell you. That's silly. But speaking of Odyssey, I believe they actually made overlays for like flat screen TV, so you can still play it on like modern televisions. I don't know where you get them. Probably some goofball at Etsy has made them. I don't know, but that's kind of cool. Should look into that. Then that way I can like actually play it as it was originally intended, instead of playing like Pong on it and then getting bored and be like, yeah, well, I'd rather use my Atari Pong system instead. So there's that. Number 4, if you could make, oh my god, I can't even read my own fucking handwriting. Good lord. Oh, if you could make any game or of your own, what would it be? For me, I mean, I'm not a game developer by any stretch of the imagination, but if I had the skills, I would say I would make a Doom, like, action platformer. I think that would be pretty sweet. Because if you remember, Duke Nukem was originally kind of like a Commander Keen type of game, like an action platformer, like PC game. So I think it would be cool, like, to see Doom in that kind of genre of games. I think that would be pretty neat. And because Duke Nukem ended up being like a 3D first-person shooter, so it'd be cool to see if like Doom could go back to like how Duke Nukem initially was. So I think that would be pretty awesome. Number 5. This is going to probably be a long one because it's a 3-parter. What 3 things would you change about the gaming industry as it is today? Well, oh God. Make sure you guys sit down with your cup of coffee here, or your tea, or whatever. For me, I'm not going to agree with KITT171 with the whole DLC issue. Like, yeah, like, why? Like, I think it was DLC, like, paid to play, I think he was talking about. Yeah, like, that's like, ridiculous. Like, I was even looking at my daughter, like, she plays, like, those free mobile games, and I was looking, like, some of the stuff to unlock, you had to pay actual money for. Like, you can't get coins in-game and use the coins in-game to buy extras to unlock shit. Like, that would be the most sensible thing. But, no, there was, like, stuff for, like, $20 for, like, a stupid skin. Like, are you fucking kidding me? $20? Like, that's insane. Like, who's gonna dish out that kind of money? Like, oh my god, like, where do you think people have this kind of money from? Like, I don't. Like, it's ridiculous. Yeah, so, the DLC, like, and no, even, like, the DLC, like, as well, I'm gonna make this as, like, a whole one part, like, both of them, because they're pretty similar. And, like, even the DLC, like, you pay all this shit for DLC, and then what comes out? Then you get a ultimate version of the game that's, like, $30 cheaper than the original MSRP price of the game, and you get all the DLC. Like, that's like a shot in the goddamn foot to all the people that actually bought the game, bought all the DLC, like digitally, and then they're coming back and like, oh, well, here's a ultimate copy with all the DLC included physically. Like, oh, great. I just spent like $100 on the fucking game, and now you're saying I can get all that for like $20? Like, that's ridiculous. So yeah, so that's bullshit. What else is on this list? Because I'm waiting for these damn cars to pass. Oh yeah. Physical versus digital prices. Like, that is fucking bullshit. Let me tell you something. Like, you can pay like $60 for a brand new game physically, and guess what? You can pay that same fucking price for a digital version of it and not have anything physical. Like, really? Like, you're cutting all the materials out. Why isn't that reflected in the goddamn price? Like, it should be at least like $30 for a brand new game digitally. Like, that's it. Like, that should be the cap. $30 for any brand new game that just came out digitally, $30. And I think that even if they did that, that would entice people to move. Like, I know we're all like, oh, we don't want digital only, like, but if they did that, I think that would make people more enticed to go to digital from physical. And the thing with physical is it's like not really digital like it used to be, like, because they can't fit the whole game on the CD, and like, what else? Then, yeah, they can't fit like the whole game on the CD. Oh my god, this guy like put all this freaking, picked all this dirt on my car, fucking jerk off. And yeah, so basically like it's digital anyway in a sense, because like, yeah, because like once the servers go, like that physical game is basically a coaster, because you can't download the rest of the game if they shut down the servers. So that's kind of stupid. And my last thing here is scalpers. Like, I don't know what happened with this new generation of gaming, but these scalpers need to go. Like, it's, I mean, I know like it's bullshit, but I mean like, but like, I remember when I bought the PS4, like I was on, like, even when I was on the fence of it, everything, like, usually like I'll decide like the month before it comes out if I want to get it or not. And that was the case with the PS4. I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to get it. Maybe I'll hold off. And I was like, you know what? I'll get it. So I went to GameStop, pre-ordered it. I like paid it in full. I think it was like 2 months before it came out. And I was able to pick it up like first day in store, no issues. And yeah, and then now like you can't even get it in the store. Like, why? Like, why can't you get it in store? Like, that's what they should, like, they should stop with the whole online ordering of these new consoles. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. Because the servers suck. They can't hold the, they can't deal with the network traffic, which is freaking retarded. Like, really? You can't deal with the simple networking of people trying to order stuff on a website? Like, come on. That's like minimal amount of traffic. You can't even handle that. Like, it's sad. But yeah, like, why can't you get them physically? Like, they should allow like they should allow, like, I don't understand like why they can't stop these bots. Like don't you have to include like addresses and shit? Like, where the hell are they gonna fucking get all these addresses for like these thousands of games? Like, where are they delivering them to? Like, that's what they need to do. Like, if they have them, they should make sure that you put in address information. And I thought they had that like chapter thing or whatever the heck it is to make sure you're an actual person. Like, why don't they have that in place? Like, it's just so stupid. Like, stuff that we already have to prevent bots, they don't enforce. Like, it's just dumb. I mean, I don't really give a shit, because I'm just gonna wait till I can physically buy the next generation console in store. So I'm not in a rush. There's like I don't understand why everyone's in a rush. Oh, I gotta play Spider-Man. I gotta play Spider-Man. The game's so short. Like, it's basically like a DLC type of game. Like, you could probably beat it in like less than a week. And then what do? You beat the game and, oh, there you go. We're gonna play Astro's Playroom. That's another short game. Like, okay, you spend like 2 weeks, beat both games that you wanted for the system, and then what? Nothing. It just sits there collecting dust. I mean, it's cool it plays PS4 games. But with regards to PlayStation 5, but even Xbox, there's not really like anything notable that I want, actually. So yeah, that's like, I don't know why they don't enforce those rules with the whole bot situation. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I think was it Limited Run? I think they finally enforced that. I remember they were getting flack for that as well, like way back in the day and then they finally limited it. That's what they need to do. They need to limit it and add that like little chapo, whatever the heck thing, to verify you're an actual person ordering this device. But But there you have it. And you know what? I'm actually going to answer this bonus question, like what would be your favorite car? For me, it would be a DMC DeLorean. I always find that car fascinating. Not just because the Back to the Future series, but it's just a sleek-looking car. And I think it would be a pretty badass to own one of those. So yeah, so that's my video response. If you guys care to do one, feel free to do one. And thanks to KITT171 to having this video, so now I can add more content to my channel. So there you go, guys. Also, this may be my last video of the year, so if that's the case, I want to say hope everyone has a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, all that silly jazz. And yeah, we'll see you next year. So till next time, guys, this is Mark the Game Shark signing out. Have a good day.